Hello on Sunday afternoon, and I've just been recording, and it's good to be recording again. It's good to have got all the bits and bobs that mean that I can record, which is good. I picked up my laptop the other day. I don't know if I said this already, and they've changed the ports on the computer. So I had to go and order lots of adapters to fit all my equipment into. Anyway, it all works. Thank you. Loving it. What else to say? On the subject of warm-ups, which I have been thinking about a lot. Yeah, you know how, like, in every job, there are aspects of the job that you love and aspects of the job that you really don't love very much. It's all got to be done. I feel like that about warm-ups. Not big on warm-ups in terms of enjoying doing them. Very big on them in terms of they're important to support your voice. So please do warm up. And yeah, it's a little bit like, have I actually got to 45 days and not even mention warming up your voice? That's not great, is it? Anyway, it's because I have total faith in you and your intelligence about that. Honest. So it's really great to do a warm-up. It's really great to get your whole body moving and alive and engaged, and ideally to stand up when you're singing if you can. Make sure that your hips are loose, make sure that your knees are a little bit loose, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And then also to do some gentle warming up of your voice before you sing. Talking is a really good entry level, and I'm aware that some of us at the moment are not talking to not talking to each other, but we're just not seeing each other, are we? So we can go a whole day without having a conversation if we're on our own. So just have a little chat to the cat or the photograph or something. If you haven't actually had a conversation, used your voice before singing, and then just some gentle singing. And I was thinking about, how can I make a fantastic video about warming up? And then it occurred to me that actually I could, but it's not where my passion is. And there are fantastic YouTube videos on warming up your voice. I can highly recommend Gitika Partington, Gitika Partington. If you put that into YouTube and warm up, you will find excellent warm-ups. She's the queen of warm-ups. She's great. I'm tempted to bring her up to Chester just to do a workshop on warm-ups. She's just fabulous. Anyway, she's also a fabulous singing teacher, and she also writes great arrangements. So she's all round fab. You can have hours of fun looking at her stuff on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, do warm-ups, really good for your voice. And it's like if you sing without doing a warm-up, it's a little bit like having a smartphone and only using it for phone calls, which is fine, it's your prerogative, but actually you've got this whole instrument here that is designed to really support your voice. And if you sing without using it all, then you're not really doing your voice much justice. So have a good shake, have a good move. Have a little move with your voice before you sing. And every time you sing, it's really good to get a physical, few minutes physical, few minutes vocal. Kind of 10 to 15 minutes is good to kind of get fully in your body and your voice before you push it. And some of these songs, as I said on yesterday's video, a gentle easing in song is a way of warming up your voice. Just go gently, and your voice will tell you when it's tired. So give it a rest if it gets tired. Okay. So after the warm-up, we do a nice, gentle starting song. And this is one that I really like because it's a really great song to walk around the room to. And this is Fidget's Gospel. And it's written by Sheila Macbeth, who is a natural voice teacher. It's available in This Room Sings, which is a publication by the Natural Voice Network. Fantastic singing book. Let me get a note. So, can't sit down, won't sit down, got to get to heaven and walk around. Sopranos first. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Altos, start on that note. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Tenors, that's your start note. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Nice little half notes there for the tenors. So those three parts all sing the same words in the same rhythm at the same time. The basses are a little bit different. Basses start and they sing, you know I can't sit, I won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit, I won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. So, you know I can't. Everyone sings can't at the same time there. So sopranos. You know I can't sit down. Altos. You know I can't sit down. Tenors. You know I can't sit down. And basses. You know I can't sit. You don't get to sing down. And yeah, I think that's it. So it's a great one to kind of can't sit down, won't sit down. Have a little jig about too. This is a track. This comes straight in. This is the one I've just recorded without an introduction. Here we go. Can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Hey, you know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. You know I can't sit down, won't sit down, gotta get to heaven and walk around. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, one thing to say about the recordings. A few people have mentioned that sometimes they struggle to hear their part on the recording. And I just wanted to say that's totally normal, and it is difficult. It's humanly difficult to hear your part in these recordings. And practice does help, but it is difficult. And that's partly because these songs are designed to be sung as a whole. So they're designed to have the whole, you're designed to hear the whole thing and the harmonies and not particularly to go, oh yeah, I can hear that. You know, if you can hear one voice standing out, then that voice is singing too loud, isn't it? You know, the whole point is that everything blends together, and not one isn't particularly standing out. So there's that, they're designed to blend. And there's also the fact that these recordings that I'm doing are all my voice. So normally when you have a group or a choir, it's made up of different human beings, all of whom have a unique and individual voice. Even if the voices are quite similar, the voices are different, and our human brains can pick out the fact that they're different. Whereas with these recordings, it's all my voice. So you've got 4 tracks of me, and the only thing that differentiates me from me is the pitch that I'm singing at. And it's easier to hear the one at the top and the one at the bottom because they're on the edge. So the alto and the tenor in the middle can really get lost in the whole sound. But even then, with any of them, it can be really hard to pick out the individual tune. So if you're struggling with it, it's not that you're not paying attention, or that you can't listen properly, or that you're not very musical. Any of those little stories that might be coming up, not true. It is quite tricky. It's not ideal. My ideal would be to have a group of, 3 other people, and we would sing these practice tracks. And so we'd have different voices, we'd have 2 male, 2 female. It would be much easier to hear them, but that's kind of, financially unviable, even when we're not separated by corona guidelines. So here we are. So I think that's everything. Fidget's Gospel. Hope you enjoyed that one. Zoom session tomorrow morning for anyone who wants to join. And enjoy the rest of Sunday and enjoy your week. Okay, bye.